Well, we think of Qventus as part of HonorHealth's tech stack because it serves a huge need that we have to actually become a little bit more efficient, start to use AI in a very different way. And we have had more than one company that we've worked with for certain things, and they've really outshined everybody. The challenges that HonorHealth faced around inpatient operations was really focused around trying to become one system after a merger. And I would say some throughput challenges to really optimize each and every site's performance on patient throughput, length of stay, really standardization of care. And that's why I first started to look at it when it was really described to me as a throughput engine. And it would help us manage resources and processes that could really be systemized and help us with those efforts. And I had met with a few people from the company who were really kind of a different approach. It was a different approach than most vendors that we deal with. It was really about partnering to understand where the problems were, deeply understand where our barriers were and what resources we had in place that we could deploy to fix them. So once they could understand, the problems and then the resources, they could help us sort of match that up. So they deployed the software, but they also helped us deploy some process improvement and like best practices across the nation around how patients come into the ED or how we discharge, all that. Like they were really working with more than one client, and we could really understand what worked and what success they had, learn from that. And I think that's really important too. And the first time we started to work with them was through our ED, and they deployed a ED physician that came and observed a couple of our sites, kind of looked at what the problems were. They could speak the language of the physicians and really gain some interest in that. As we deployed different modules, the Qventus team really basically, embeds themselves with your people. So Qventus helped us really reduce our excess days. This last year, 2024, we saved about 76 days per month. But that's actually greater than 2 years before that. So it's not like one and done, right? Year over year, we're using the software and the processes that we have become part of who we are. Multidisciplinary rounding, using the tools to understand where the barriers are. All of that is reaping benefits for us. The other thing is we have several different ways to track length of stay. And we really sort of set our eyes on the observed versus expected. So we have an expected length of stay based on the complexity of the patient, what they had done, all of that. And then what we actually did. We try to get a score of 1 or less. All of our sites are at 1 or less. I've done this for a long time, and I thought it was a mistake, right? But we've driven that down. At the same time, our patient experience scores are up. We have very few vacancies as an organization for clinical staff, and I think really have optimized that performance.